Hi, everybody. I'm not going to sit here and go through the 3-4 hours of stupidity and insanity that John has uploaded over the last few weeks. Suffice it to say that a lot of what he said is embellishment, exaggeration. It's totally out of context and distorted, although some of it is, of course, based on a kernel of truth. Some of what he's saying is just outright lies that's not based on reality whatsoever. Okay, but there's one thing that I do want to address, which is this thing that he just keeps hammering over and over again, that I supposedly lied to my congregation. Because I had a meeting with all of the men of our church a week or two ago, and I spent like over 3 hours, explaining everything to them, going through all of this garbage and answering all their questions. And I was asked a lot of tough questions, and I gave 100% truthful answers. I was transparent, and my wife spoke to them, and she gave them total truth. That we did not lie. Everything that we said was true. God is my witness. He wasn't even there, but he's claiming that things were said that weren't said, and just basing things off of hearsay and claiming that I didn't lie or that I didn't tell the truth. The only thing that I didn't go into in that meeting was things that go on between me and my wife in my bedroom, okay? And it isn't right. Just because I'm a pastor, it doesn't mean that people have the right to know everything that's going on between me and my wife behind the closed doors of our bedroom. It's inappropriate to discuss those things publicly, and I'm not going to, okay? He, at the beginning, when he first made his video, is singing a totally different tune than what he's saying now. And anybody who just watches all of his videos can see that they're not even internally consistent. His testimony changes from video to video, okay? And it doesn't agree with Isaac, who's supposedly, the second witness or whatever, even though Isaac tells a completely different story. And, again, I'm not going to sit here and go through all of the stupidity of that. But, he's claiming that I lied because I said I didn't punch my wife. And he's saying, well, I was never accused of punching my wife. Yet, here's his first video where he literally accuses me of punching my wife.
But I know there were a couple of outbursts where he would just bam, hit her in a fight. Bam, hit her. Bam, hit her.
But then he says, oh no, that never happened. I never made that accusation.
I never said he punched her in my interview. So why would that be the accusation? Why would he think that's what we're referring to? I never accused him of punching her because I never saw him punch her.
You did.
But I know there were a couple of outbursts where he would just bam, hit her.
Because I never saw him punch her.
did.
He can't stop lying. He's internally inconsistent. His witness doesn't agree with the so-called supposed other witnesses. It's all a bunch of garbage. And you know what? It is none of anybody's business what goes on between me and my wife in our bedroom. We love each other. We have a great relationship. We like our relationship. And that's none of anybody else's business but our own. Okay? And we can do whatever we want. And we don't have to answer to our children as our judges. In his first video, it starts out of just him hearing things through the wall and making interpretations. His little 8-year-old mind or 10-year-old mind or whatever, making interpretations over the course of several months, and then coming to a conclusion with his other little children that he's talking to, right? And then now it's oh, I just saw it all the time and all this stuff. Well, here's the thing about that is that you really think for 1 second that my wife and I do these kind of things in front of our children? The stuff that goes on in our bedroom happens behind closed doors, buddy, okay? And this is madness. In the first video, it's he heard something and made a conclusion. Of course, when he's not just outright lying and accusing me of punching my wife, okay? But the stuff that he heard, guess what? He doesn't know what's going on. He misinterpreted it. And, now he's just, in the subsequent videos, upping the ante because he's not getting what he wanted. He wants me to get fired. He wants to destroy my ministry, and it's not happening. Not a single person in my church has asked me to step down. And in fact, everybody's just encouraging me to continue. And again, let me repeat, not even one person in my entire church has even hinted at me stepping down or even expressed any doubt to me about it. Every single person is just saying, keep going, don't quit, we love you, you're right, we're on your side. You know, that's what's going on. So he's not getting what he wants, so he just keeps upping the ante. So his stories are just getting more outrageous and wilder and wilder. But you know what? God is my witness. And I don't have to explain anything to you out there in internet land, because here's the thing about that. If I actually did something wrong, then I would owe the public an explanation of what I had done wrong. Except that I didn't do anything wrong. I've been a great husband and a great father. And so I don't owe an explanation to anybody about anything. And I'm not going to sit here and embarrass my wife or myself, or embarrass you, the viewer, if you're a normal person, by explaining to you the ins and outs of everything that goes on in my bedroom. But I can promise you that it is nothing like what he is characterizing it as. God bless you. Have a great day.